Hey guys, just filling the water right now for the baby chicks. Put some food in with them. They were about half full on each feeder, so topped them off. And I'm going to top the water also. That should be good for another 2 or 3 days at most, especially with it not getting so hot out here. It's only like in the mid 60s, which is nice. So we'll walk out there, check them. I'll check the tractor, make sure it needs to be moved. I did move it earlier with 27 pooping machines. These guys will create a mountain of poop in no time. And that's what I love about these tractors, is the fact that you can move it and create a new almost bedding and get them all away from the poop, so that way there's no issues with it. The 5-gallon does take a little bit to fill up, so I apologize. But yeah, like I said, we'll check on those guys and see how they're doing. All right, so put the water in. I gotta adjust the light too. The extension cord adjusted while we were moving the tractor. All right. So I'll move these from underneath the. Yeah, they've already cleared out quite a bit here. So we'll check on it in a couple hours again. The fun part about this is we had a mole going through this part of the property. So now, of course, it's ripping up all the grass and the dirt real bad. So, let's walk over and see what's going on with the garden. It's been really cold the last couple of nights. We've been keeping these guys covered as best as possible. But they're just not getting the size on them that we were hoping for. Got a couple acorn squashes, a couple more right there, but I don't know if they even look like they're gonna make it. Got a couple red peppers that have come out of this, and a couple more greens. And we got some more herbs over here. And then these that we haven't covered at all are the jalapenos. But at this point, I'm just counting them as gone right now. And then we do have some garlic that is coming up a little bit. We planted way too late last year, so we just cut it off and left it there, as we pulled out a couple and they weren't very big at all. So we just left them. We're just going to see what happens from there. So I really got thinking, and I'm sure a lot of people that want to get into this lifestyle have similar thoughts and issues and concerns maybe. But one of them that is definitely hitting close to heart is the fact of, do you just stay put and work with what you have, or do you build up from there? Do you buy another piece of property, more land, so it enables you to do more? The issue with the property that we live on is that we have an acre. There's really no way to acquire more land. So we kind of have to just work with what we have. And at that point, this city and town, they're not really a right to farm. It's actually one of the few cities in the area that are not right to farm. So we, have the chickens, we have the garden, but if we want to expand farther than that, bugs. That's what happens when things aren't unedited. If you don't have the land, you don't have the ability to do things, then what do you do? And that's kind of the crossroads that we're at right now. Do we move to a bigger property, and even a smaller house I'd be more than happy with, for less of a payment, more land and ability to do things, but then you uproot the family again? And that's kind of where we're at. we definitely want to stay here and do what we can and learn what we can and build all those skills, techniques, and abilities so that when we move to the next property, if that's what we decide to do, then we have this knowledge to take with us and do things. But living up here, the property is really expensive. And unless you buy a rundown piece of property, which if that's what we had to do and we just fix it up, then that's what we have to do. We work as a family and we get things done and go from there. But the other thing is do we move down south? Do we move farther up north? My wife loves the climate, so we like having all 4 seasons. So we've been looking at, different mountainous areas of like North Carolina, where maybe not as extreme in the winter as here, but it's definitely one of those things where it would mimic it to a point. So that's kind of the crossroads that we're at right now. And the fork in the road is, do we stay here with the hopes that maybe things change and we're able to do more things and have more animals and create that better lifestyle, or do we move somewhere that allows it and just go now? And it's one of those things where it's probably going to be a couple of years, save up some money, get some things paid off, so whatever we need or want we can get when we move, and kind of go from there. So I mean, I'm sure everybody deals with that issue. Some people can more pick up and go, but there's things that we really want to have, and with this property it's given us the ability to do a lot of things that we want to do, but now we kind of want to do more. So we've been doing a lot of discussing and a lot of talking lately on what that kind of looks like, what the investment looks like, what a timeline may be if we decide to move and go in a different area, or if we stay here and, like I said, ride it out. So if you guys have input or you've encountered that situation before, comment down below and kind of, if you have any pointers or what worked for you, then definitely put it down below, because I'm all ears, and so is Alina on this. And the kids seem pretty good with wanting to get into being more self-sufficient, being with the gardens, the animals, and everything like that. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure that's something people deal with when it comes to debating if they want to do this lifestyle. So if you have any insider points, drop them down below and let me know. Thanks for watching.